Hi guys, what's up? It's a CC video. If a lot of yous are concerned why I haven't been posting recently, I go through hard times in my life, and this is one of the most confusing times that I've been through in a while. And the reason I've not been posting is because my hormones are changing, and something really surprising happened. And I'm only 14. And I'm going to tell you the story of how I got pregnant. So I hadn't got my period for a while, and I started to get really, really panicked, as any woman really does. And I kind of thought to myself, why haven't I got it? Anyway, I told my mom, and of course my mom's used to this sort of stuff. She took me down to the nearest pharmacist that we could go to, and we asked the nice woman at the counter why I hadn't had my periods and if there was anything to do about it. And she was really nice, but she did say that I can give you some sort of pills if it's hurting you that you're not getting your period and all that, because I had cramps but I never bled. And she was like, I can provide you with pills, but I can't sadly tell you why you don't have it, so I'd go to the doctor. So that's exactly what my mum and me done. And the doctors really had a concerned look on their face, and they kept asking me, what age are you? And I was like 14. And I was kind of getting really nervous. And my mum, I don't know what my mum was thinking, but I think she was also probably quite nervous. I was really panicked. I'm in the doctors, and they told me, they told my mum to go out the room, and they told me to lie on the bed. And then they told me to put my t-shirt up so they could see my belly. Then they put this really weird gel cream on my belly, on all those video games, the mom video games and things that they do in Call the Midwife and stuff. That type of gel. Anyway, then they put this device on my tummy and started moving around, and that's when they kind of looked at me and I started crying. I was like, what's wrong, doc? And they said, why don't we tell you with your mom? So then they went outside and asked my mom to call in my dad. Now, of course, my mom and my dad are divorced, but she did call him, and she also called Stanislav, which wasn't the best idea because they were giving daggers to each other like mad. Bro, they had beef. Anyway, they all were allowed to come in the room, and then the doctor sat us down, and then they said, your daughter has had sexual intercourse, and she is pregnant. Mom was shocked. She was like, my baby is having a baby? No one could believe it. My dad just got up and walked out the room, and Stanislav just had this look on his face. And all of a sudden, he slammed the table and got up and said, you should have an abortion! Then he said some stuff in Russian, like bagat or something like that. I don't know Russian, so I don't know. I was shocked. I just sat in that bed looking at the floor, and I was terrified, Because I had sex a month ago, but I never realized it wasn't with a condom. And then I kind of thought to myself, was it with that guy I cheated on Oscar with? Or was it with Oscar? But I've never had sex with Oscar before, but I don't know why. I feel like the power of love, The doctors asked me if I was sexually abused or something like that. All the questions that were deep and hurtful. If I was raped. I'm sorry guys, this is getting so deep. And I told them I wasn't, and I said, no, I had sex not a long ago. And Stanislav just went off his head. He just rushed out that door. And my dad was standing outside, his glasses off, holding him in his hand, just shaking his head with his hand on his face. And then Stanislav just punched him for no reason. And then they got into a really big fight. And I'm sitting here having one of the hardest moments of my life, and they're just making it even harder. Anyway, the doctors broke them up, and we all went home. My dad's going back to his new house with his new family, Grace and all that. And Stanislav just went straight to bed when he got home. He was pissed. My mom sat me down on the couch and said to me, "Who was this guy? I'm not going to judge you because I had my first kid at 16 and I'm not going to judge you." I mean, I was 14, but like she understood having a kid young, you know? She's been through that. So yeah, she had Fanny at 16. My sister, which lives in Pakistan but then moved to Brazil, I told my mom the whole story about breaking up with Oscar and the guy that I had sex with, and she was so understanding. Best mother in the world, hashtag love you. And she gave me a hug and she just calmed me down. Anyway, maybe about a week after that, I was still in shock. My dad started getting more in contact with me, asking if I was okay, and so did his girlfriend Banuta. But Stanislav just stayed the hell away from me. Like, he went out to like bars and drunk, and sometimes when he was meant to be looking after Sasha, and when he was off work and I was at like with my friends or at a sleepover and he was supposed to be looking after Sasha, he would just like leave Sasha in the house like with the radio on and would just leave him in his cot crying and just go out to God knows where. I don't know where he went. But then he finally settled down and then he just acted like nothing happened. And I was like so confused. I don't understand Ben. Anyway, I wanted to get in touch with the guy that got me pregnant, but he already moved away and I couldn't get his number because he blocked me and shit. I was really pissed. So he doesn't know that he's gonna be a dad, and yeah, guys, I'm pregnant at 14. But you know what? I'm gonna be a proud mum. I'm gonna be the best mum I can to this baby. Good news, I told Oscar about this, and Oscar said that they won't date me again, but they'll be friends with me and they'll try to be a dad to this baby. And that really made my day. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. It will support me so much in this hard time. And I will update you on my pregnancy. And I'm just so excited. Anyway, guys, love you so much. CC out.